Come up, honey. Shall I bring Ivanka up? Come up. Look at Ivanka. Now, come on up.
This performance, it shows how Ivanka Trump is positioned as a core part of her father's political brand. Instead of just being his daughter, Ivanka takes on the role of a symbol of success, of family values, a tool to craft a positive image for Donald Trump. The image of the perfect daughter who adores her father becomes the ultimate justification. And then, Stephen Colbert, he decided to destroy that shield by simply replaying the very footage that created it.
I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Look, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Hey, friends. Hey, friends. I don't know what you all are talking about, but everybody I talk to is talking about what Donald Trump doesn't want to talk about. So let's talk about it. It being the conspiracy surrounding his old...
Colbert, he didn't need to create a story. All he had to do was hit play on the massive archive of Donald Trump's own words. And it was this act of exposure that triggered Ivanka's panic. She panicked because the unspoken agreement between them, the complicity built on silence, was being torn apart. The foundation of that agreement, it was built on a philosophy of life with no boundaries, a philosophy Trump had been publicly flaunting with arrogance long before he ever entered politics.
Do you think you could now be banging 24-year-olds?
Oh, absolutely. I have no trouble.
Would you do it?
I have no problem.
Do you have an age limit, or would you...
No, I have no age. I mean...
They sneak into a teen beauty pageant dressing room.
These comments from Trump, they sparked a lot of controversy. They revealed an approach that doesn't align with conventional social norms in how he views women. And these remarks, they set the stage for the public to better understand his later comments about his own daughter.
I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
It's not some awkward joke from a proud father. No, it's a declaration of ownership, a statement that moral and social rules, they don't apply to him. And what does it set up? A perverse framework. In Trump's world, Ivanka, she's not a free individual. She's a masterpiece, an asset, appraised, evaluated, and sold publicly. Ivanka, in her assigned role, has learned not just to accept it, but to actively participate in this act, making it part of the family brand. And that warm family love drama, perfectly reenacted on stage in North Dakota, that's a classic example of her complicity.
She's so good. She wanted to make the trip. She said, Dad, can I go with you? She actually said, Daddy, can I go with you? I like that, right? Daddy, can I go with you? I said, yes, you can. Where are you going? North Dakota. I said, oh, I like North Dakota. Hi, honey. Say something, baby.
Hi, North Dakota.
She's not a passive victim, dragged onto the stage. No, she's an active participant, someone who has perfected the art of turning deviance into a warm father-daughter performance. And she's forced to do it, because in her father's worldview, a worldview ruthlessly captured by Howard Stern, the value of women, it has an expiration date.
30's like a perfect age.
Absolutely. She has enough life experience.
She's 35.
Yeah. Well, see, that's too much life experience.
35. What is it at 35, Howard? It's called checkout.
When you grow up in a system where a woman's expiration date is a fundamental moral premise, you learn that, to survive, you must become the most valuable commodity. The rot of the first family, it doesn't stop at personal morality. It spreads into perception, and this is when it becomes a direct threat to national security. Stephen Colbert, he didn't hesitate to point out this basic ignorance, an ignorance that's alarming, especially in someone who once held the highest office.
Always known that Donald Trump could not possibly pass a high school AP history course. We've always known that Donald Trump couldn't pass any test in any high school history course. But now we know that he couldn't possibly have passed any history test in my third grade at St. Brendan's.
It's not just about historical events. It's ignorance about reality, about how the world really works. This is most clearly demonstrated through those aimless ramblings, those chaotic thoughts that can't be hidden. Yet, in the parallel universe that Trump and his supporters live in, this madness, it's seen as a sign of superior genius.
See, they'll say he rambled. He's cognitively impaired. No, it's really the opposite. It's total genius. You know that. It is. It's total genius. These fakers up there, he rambled on endlessly.
This is the heart of the issue. This idolization has created a protective shell, a space where no behavior is considered too extreme. It allows a man who engages in the most reprehensible acts to not only escape political punishment, but to actually be celebrated. Take the lawsuit from writer E. Jean Carroll. It's the clearest example showing how the moral system of a large part of America has completely collapsed. Being found liable by a jury for his wrongdoings, that doesn't make him falter. No, it energizes him, because he knows that his supporters not only don't care, but actually relish his defiance of the norms.
And ordered to pay E. Jean Carroll $5 million didn't soften Trump's public misogyny, it emboldened him. The next day, he attacked Carroll at a CNN town hall, calling her a whack job.
This boldness, it comes from a deep understanding of his audience. He knows better than any other politician that for his followers, cruelty, it's not a flaw, it's a feature. E. Jean Carroll, she recognized this brutal rule long ago, a rule that challenges every bit of conventional political logic.
When asked why she stayed quiet during his first presidential run, Carroll chillingly replied that the more women who accused him, the better he did in the polls.
This is the tragedy of modern America laid bare. A large portion of the population, they're willing to overlook every truth, every piece of evidence, every moral standard, just to remain loyal to an icon they believe is fighting for them. They're willing to vote for a man whom even those closest to him have to admit is indefensible. And Stephen Colbert, he summed up this truth simply and coldly.
There you go. There you go.
It's the truth that conventional rules, they don't apply. The truth that his supporters not only don't care about the criticism, they see it as a reason to support him even more strongly. They don't care about complex policy issues or international relations. They care about the culture war. And Trump, he's their general. When asked about another controversial figure like Elon Musk, Trump doesn't hesitate to defend him, turning bad behavior into just a bad moment.
I'm wondering, do you miss having him around the White House, or is that poll accurate?
I don't know if the poll's accurate. I think he's a good person. I think he had a bad moment, really bad moment. But he's a good person. I believe that.
This is the world Ivanka chose to live and thrive in. A world where the truth, it can be twisted. A world where morality is flexible and loyalty to the leader, that's above everything else. Now, with Stephen Colbert and others bringing the truth to that world, Ivanka, she has nowhere left to hide. Ivanka's role, it can be seen as a strategic choice, where she agrees to participate in public spectacles to maintain her place. The shift in how the public views recent events, it may bring new challenges to her image and position. And Howard Stern, he's been there from the start. He's issued a verdict, not just for Trump, but for those who gave him power, those who turned a blind eye to everything they saw.
I hate you for voting for him, for not having an intelligence, for not able to see what's going on with the coronavirus, not able to see what the Justice Department is doing. I hate you.
Those bitter words, they reflect the division the Trump family has sown. And Ivanka, with her calculated smile and strategic silence, she's one of the main sowers of those seeds. She can't deny her role, just as her father can't deny his nature, a nature that Donald Trump himself has bitterly admitted.
Do you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good.